There's an old story that's told of a small village up in the mountains. And if you don't know anything about the winter in the mountains, sometimes the weather can turn pretty nasty pretty quick. It's one Christmas Eve, and all of a sudden a snowstorm comes in where there's a boy about 9 or 10 years old who was spending some time with his grandparents, but he was coming home on Christmas Eve so they could have Christmas with his parents. And it was in that time that he was following a path that he knew very, very well, and then suddenly that path, the surroundings around him, he did not understand or did he know. It says that the wind was so bitter that it began to go through his coat. And so as he's traveling, he's becoming frustrated, he's becoming scared, and fear begins to rise in him. He doesn't know which direction to go. He calls out, and the wind swallows his voice, calls out to his parents, he calls out to his grandparents. And when he was about to become overwhelmed with fear of the hopelessness, all of a sudden he sees a small light. You see, his mom every night during Advent would light a candle as a reminder that the light of Jesus Christ has come into the world. He says that light was so faint that he just started to follow the light. He knew that that light meant safety. He knew that that light meant that something that he could go to, whether it's his home or somebody else's home. He knew that he could go there. And he drudges through the snow, and that light becomes brighter and brighter and brighter, fixing his eyes on the glow of the light. He says he eventually reaches the front door, frozen, shaken, and crying, but now he feels safe. His mother wraps him in a blanket, and all he could say is, I just kept walking towards the light. This older man, he recounts that story that night. He said, that night taught me something. The light didn't remove the storm, but it led me home through it. Maybe you need to hear that this Christmas. Is that light's not going to remove the storm, but it will lead you through it. This world is cold and dark, and storms are real. There may be a snowstorm of hopelessness that surrounds you during this time, but let me tell you, the light of Jesus Christ leads you home. He's not a concept or a feeling or philosophy. He is a person. John 1 says, the Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. Hope moved into the neighborhood. Hope moved into next door. When we can't find our way to God, God came to us. He stepped into